up here still.
Silent killer, yes,
Assault these units. Roughly. Oh, we failed. Oh well, we gained a level still.
Call me Death
Anyway,
Master.
this is my agent on the field, so let's go assassinate. Here. This is -9 from stability. Taxes. Alright. Probably mostly these guys causing trouble in the neighborhood. How is this? Okay. There is a strategic location here. Interesting. And like one weird asshole windy path to get up there. The destination of Nagash. Alright. We'll probably go out to check that out then. What way? What's going on over here?
A shadow of horned rats.
Yeah, I know I can underway over there. I've just... I don't want to like jump over there and have there be like a dwarf army standing there and then die. Well, if there's ratmen in it, I should be able to see that. Because I'm Skaven too. I'm gonna slide up here. Yeah, there's a lot of ruins around here. I think all these are probably just ruins as well.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
Alright.
Chief assassin, yes.
It's gonna heal for another turn here.
Do you take me for
Try to go get that.
wazzock?
Get that city. Yeah, this should be able to defend against any incoming rebellions. If they do form. And this city is in the plus currently. That's getting upgraded. That's its thing. We got any shadowy dealings to work with. If I really wanted to, I could always throw a trouble make over the top of it as well. Spine Clan Pestilence. We get another Spine Clan Pestilence. Interesting. Who's it for? Oh, it's for... Or Spy... Yeah, they want me to spy on Clan Pestilence, right? Scryer does. Okay. Spy on Clan Scryer. Drop this down. I have 9 turns for that. Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Eshin rules the night.
Maybe I'll do that. We'll go... Is it Liv? No. Sniven. Over here. So put Sniven in there. So what we'll probably do here is we'll go spy on Scryer, and then we'll go spy on Pestilence with Scryer, and that should bring my diplomatic relations back up to normal with them. So it's -5 plus 10. Yeah, so let's do that.
Blades hidden, blades ready.
Okay, so now obviously we're unfriendly, but this is 11. This is 11 to 20. We're only at 10, so we should only still be in this zone here. And if we spy for them on Clan Pestilence, then we will. Then this will go back to 0. Let's go down. but we can fix that later. Okay. Technology need to be done here in a second as well, potentially. Clan Molder.
Master of Seers.
Clan Moors.
Come, challenge me, challenge.
Nope.
Stop, no.
Alright, fine. Tech. What are we doing right now? Oh, hit and run. Okay. That is fine. And I think we're good then. Otherwise, yeah. Cool. Boop. Finish do damage, but get bodied by monster units like tomb scorpions and such. Ah, yeah, I imagine. Because he's a dismounted lord, he probably gets knocked around by that kind of crap. Chaos is stirring. Okay.
Night Lord.
I can't quite get there. Wait, we can go 50% here.
Time. Yes, yes.
And raid. I'll get us some food and stuff in any case. Level that bell up. Anything change in the diplomacy front? Not really. Still doing its thing there.
Lord.
And we're just getting close enough to actually attack next turn. Okay. Kinda feels like I'm playing a horde right now. How fast the turn is. Like I said, this faster turn thing would be really nice for playing horde factions as well. Where you just move your one army and then go, okay. And then just watch the turn counter go.
More sneaky. More deadly.
Just dodge it. Forehead. Concealment bombs, melee defense, another 15% physical resist. Let's get that scurry fast quick ability. So I was thinking about this as well. Like this stuff up here. Whereas it would be cool maybe if there's like 2 different trees or something that you could choose from. Of course, then people would just figure out which tree is like the superior one, and they would always pick that, I suppose. Usually something that has upkeep reduction in it. What having less abilities, but stronger. So like having a bunch of abilities that do like 2 things, you know, like, oh, this does campaign movement and charge bonus, and this does speed and concealment bombs, this does upkeep and hero recruit rank, you know, so there's fewer of them up here, but they do, each one does like 2 things, or 3 things, depending on what they are. What that does allow you to do on a lord that is designed to like stab people in the throat is it allows you to use more points on actually getting stab in the throat abilities. Because if you had a whole bunch of abilities that are like, this improves your faction, this improves your faction, this improves your faction, you're going to be like, I'm going to pick the things that improve my faction, right? And then you've got a guy that's supposed to be good at stabbing people that has no skills in stabbing people because you spent all of your points on these abilities up here to improve your faction. So, despite there being less of these, it allows for you to not dedicate or feel bad about dedicating points to like boosting your general the general faction as opposed to making the hero actually good at stabbing people in the neck. So this is both good and bad, the fact that there's less of this stuff here than some other lords have, because ultimately he's supposed to be somebody that stabs people in the throat.
Chief assassin.
Alright, let's get this stuff.
Blood.
Go, go, go! Ah, yes. It's always nice to be able to go up against artillery and be like, I have summons that can suddenly appear underneath them.
Break them. Yes.
Break them, yes.
Alright, you guys. Wandering here.
Skaven, yes, yes. Clan rat spears.
Let's go behind here. Just plus this lineup.
Rick-a-rock.
You guys on 2.
Spears.
You guys on 1. Let's take one of you guys.
What? What?
You guys out in front, obviously.
Eshin sorcerer. Death Master.
Put you guys out on the flanks.
Death Master Snitch. For the vermin.
Let's take one unit of you dudes and our drillers and put them out, like out here. We'll have them try to work together a little bit more.
Now, ready, now.
See if we can't do anything with that, obviously. Let's get our slingers out on the flanks.
Eshin slingers.
You guys out on 4. These duders out here.
Skaven, yes, yes. Our tail is yours. Our tail is yours.
And I think that's pretty good, yep.
Ready.
Put you guys around.
Spears.
Push that stuff up. Push those guys up.
Shall be done.
So yeah, basically what I want to do here is I want to have these guys engaged to hold something down so these guys can run in and do
Warp Grinder.
their warp grinder abilities.
Get him an answer. Very good, master.
You guys up on this flank. Let's keep pushing you guys up this way. 13 seconds we can start summoning crap. Let's pull these back a little bit.
Master. Ready, ready. Faster, Scotty. Not scurry, yes.
That way. These guys are trying to make a break for the woods. Let's throw some summons out here just to kind of slow that down a bit.
Spears. At once. Yes, yes. Captain's command.
Command.
Agreed.
There.
Yes.
So, what's the range on this? Decent. Not super far. Let's try to throw that out there.
Knock. Yes, yes.
See how it looks. How much damage is it actually dealing?
Ready. Yes. It's in time.
That was actually okay.
Warp Grinder.
Some alright damage.
For the famine target. Great Anarcha.
Yeah, we'll kills later.
Down.
Guys get in there. Warp grinders come around that way. Throw some summons out here as well.
What orders?
Let's move you guys out this way.
Scurry.
Warp Grinder.
Hey, come over here.
Orders.
Punch his leader, please.
Guide us, horned one. Take
Get
them.
the Wolf Rangers in here. Yeah, let's do that.
Move. Yes.
Sure, you're right. You guys back up.
Move. I'm onward.
Get melee here.
Not running.
You dudes come this way.
Forward. Forward, backwards.
Death Master Snitch. Scurry through
And let's just armor up these
Good spell.
Skaven slaves real quick.
What? Move. Quick.
Quick. Some summons out here. Let's try some of you guys to hit those dwarf warriors that are running.
Slate.
Eshin sorcerer.
And of course, throw some warp stars at this shit.
Going. Yes. Warp Grinder. Ready. Yes.
There we go. I can't believe this. My eyes do see me. Checks calendar. Are you streaming on Saturdays now, Goon? And hello. Hey, Starlight. Not universally, but I'm trying to get some streams out there because of the new DLC that's going to be coming out on the 12th. So, just want to get some extra content streams because of that.
Quick, quick!
So here I am. Yeah, that was very kind of them. I appreciate it.
Eshin strike move. Eshin kill.
14 food, nice. And spend some of that food to
More kills and more power.
bump that up to level 2.
This one
You
trust enough. Yes.
get survivalist probably. Yeah. Hang on a second. Yeah, I suppose I can stay. It's cheap. Let's get that going on.
Master Snake.
Heal up. Commandment available now. Nice, nice, nice. Should be the growth one. Yeah. Obviously that'll settle down. Negative 35 is a lot. Do you enjoy the Escaping Lord? A friend of mine was telling me he's really strong against other lords. Yeah, he's definitely a duelist character. He does okay in group fights, but he is definitely designed to knock out other lords. His biggest issue is just doesn't have a lot of HP. So yeah. There we go. We got an alchemist now, so now we have poison attacks, which is pretty darn dope. Splash damage is pretty good too, I think. It's alright. The thing with splash damage is, the more splash damage you have, the worse you are at killing enemy lords, at least in a large mosh. He moves around a lot in the fight, so he ends up hitting more stuff because of that. And also the Weeping Blade ability is pretty okay too, or the Whirl of Weeping Blades. That helps your damage output when you're in the middle of a mosh. If the Lord is mounted, he can't do anything because the Lord knocks him down and walks away. I saw him get bodied by monster units non-stop and cav and tournament over and over and over again. Try to see if he's got anything. Can help him with that a bit. If he had like a net or something. There it is. This. That solves that problem. You don't have this in multiplayer, but that right there solves the problem of somebody on a horse. So, if you want to deal with people on horses, you should get that. Fight Quick's probably better of the two of them. One we want to beat Quick. Probably, yes. I don't know, I'd have to look at their base stat lines. And obviously their auto attacks and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just be something you have to throw them into a fight against each other. See what happens. But I think it's possible. I don't know. I don't have this I don't have the stuff to compare them right this very second, so I can't really say. Okay, we don't have the money for that at the moment. Should we do anything with diplomacy? He's both really squishy and not squishy. He just doesn't have a lot of hit points is his problem, but he does have, like, a lot of physical resistance. What am I getting ward save from right now? Oh, okay, that Talisman of Protection. Alright, so that's not an ability of his, it's just an item I have. So, against somebody that has magic weapons, obviously he's gonna get destroyed pretty easily. At least a Camelot, we're in a 1v1 so far. Oh, what? Lost to an old man. Decrepit fellow. Let's see. I wonder how long it's gonna take for my assassin to get back. How many more turns is he wounded for? I probably don't need to wonder. I can probably check. 3 turns. Okay. Anybody with magic weapons will do pretty well against him. What are we at right now? What are we getting? Mine's from settlement upkeep. Okay. I need to get a engineer out in the field here. Get an engineer out in the field to help with the Under Empire stuff.
Lord of the Assassins.
So I need to get Under Empires going so I can get food.
Must spread our own corruption.
Just go with this, probably. Let's get more growth over here. Yeah, let's do that. Level that up as well, I guess. Whilst we wait on things. So that stuff's doing its thing. Dark Hole's only got, that's 11. So we're gonna have problems in 2 turns. This is only Public Order 2. It's mostly provincial instability that's causing problems right now. This will finish, which will help, but it won't fix anything. But again, this should be able to handle. That should be able to handle any rebellions that come at it. Get him transform, then leave him alone. Gotta bait that shit. Who does Vlad have trouble with? Losing his entire army and then getting surrounded and then beat to death for 10 minutes. Vlad is very good in any form of 1v1 scenario. Or 1v many scenario. Basically what fucks Vlad up is when he runs out of regen. Tyrion can deal with Vlad. Yeah, Tyrion is probably like the highest tier of nonsense in the entire game as far as just being able to like win in a 1v1 fight goes. Or 1v many fight, even. Magical reserves. Yeah, Sun Fang certainly helps that. Can I get to here? I just still don't have enough movement. Sucks.
ready yet.
Alright, well,
March, yes.
Archeon might also be able to beat him. With the Demon Sword, yeah, he might be able to. Archeon's pretty broken right now, too. They're both at maximum power level. Archeon would have the advantage of being mounted as well, which is always a problem for dismounted lords, is that they get kicked around. Yeah, Archeon's got fire attacks, and the Demon Sword is actually really, really incredibly good. So, yeah. If you could do like massive amounts of damage to Vlad quickly, because basically you break his morale. Lewin? Well, Lewin could give Vlad issues because he could cycle charge him while flying. But just like a straight, like, let's stand here and hit each other. I'm pretty sure Vlad still wins that. But obviously, a lot of Lewin's strength comes from being able to fly around and cycle charge people, so. Yeah. Alright.
I bring pain.
I once kept pitting Isabel against all lords in game and was surprised with the result. I didn't bother with Vlad because I thought that if Isabel was doing well, Vlad would just trample anything. Isabel is pretty damn strong too, in her own right, but she doesn't have the regeneration that Vlad does. Back. Right expires. Molder contract revealed. Cool. Alright. So let's go to our contracts over here. And we need to kidnap a member of Clan Scryer. Jeez Louise. Plus 20, negative 10. Let's go spy on Pestilence here real quick.
Shadows hide.
There we go.
Yes.
So we're going to spy on Clan Pestilence, which will then zero this out. That'll put me in the negative there by 5, but that's fine.
No, you failed.
Alright. That should be alright. What do we got going on over here? Anything cool we can build?
Haunt one's realm weakens.
It's only 10. It's only a 10 gold increase there. We don't really need that at the moment, so we'll level up this instead.
All is doomed.
That works.
Riot.
Jump over here. See what we can get with that. We do need to get... Let's see, how long until I can level this up? We're getting there. But we need to get this leveled up so I can get the... so I can get, like, an engineer. I need engineers right now. Hey, Warlord.
Dig under. You never climb. Sneaky snake.
I think we're good. Level 2 contract available. I think we're good for this turn. Let's hope a bunch of dwarves don't come walking across the plains. You know how it is. I would prefer not to get murdered by dwarves, but can't have everything. I mean, early game, Eshin is pretty good against the dwarves because you basically have handgunners with your gutter runners.
Mountains give many.
Which contract received? Amar freaking assassins too. Jeez Louise, I can't keep up with the contracts.
Death Master. Kill.
My food is also going to continue to be an issue, which is going to start affecting my growth.
Chief Assassin.
What's the special building here? Great Halls of Nagshazar. Income 500, immune to vampiric attrition, all armies. Leadership 10, fighting against vampires, Tomb Kings. Double experience gain when fighting against that stuff. Vampiric corruption, plus 50. Okay. Cool, cool. Do you like the new Skaven Mobile Siege guys? Saw Zerko video where one single volley got Grail Knights to half hit points. Which dudes are you talking about? The drillers? Or are you talking about the Globeteers and stuff? The mortars. Oh. I haven't played with the mortars yet. They seem like they'd be fun, though. These guys? Or these guys? I mean, like, Deathglow Bombardiers have always been absolutely insane, to be honest. Like, Deathglobes delete people. Super hardcore. So I wouldn't be surprised. What do I do over here? Probably just put another growth building in. Yeah. Hey Murph, how's it going? How was work? Get more growth. Need that.
Lord of the Assassins.
What do my contracts look like right now? Go look at corruption. Clan contracts. So we've got a kidnapped Clan Pestilence member. We don't really want to piss it. We need to do a contract for Pestilence here. Kidnap a Scryer member. I think we might kidnap the Scryer member. That'd be alright. 12 hour work was a while back, but it was busy, so all good. Nice. How was work for you? That was alright. Nothing really exciting happened. I just had to walk around in the cold for several hours. Which is always its own fun trip. Yay, cold. Okay. Tonight's probably gonna be more of the same. Had a Morpheus Odyssey stream to watch? Yeah, what the hell, man? No, yep. God damn it. God damn it. Ooh, he's got long beards now. Do we have the... So we got the Menace Blow ability. He's got Warp Lightning. We could do some damage to this guy, potentially. We're not gonna win by any stretch. We might be able to beat some guys up, though. Take what I can get. I'll have to jump my guy back over the wall. So far, I haven't looked into the new DLC apart from watching the trailer. What new Skaven units did they get?
Our tail's yours.
It's this map. Okay. So you get. There's a couple new units out there. Hang on a second. Trying to figure this shit out real quick. You've got triads. You've got drillers.
Night runners.
Which are cool-ish. I don't know. The verdict's still out on drillers. Their anti-movement ability is really good, but potentially the rest of the unit might be trash. I'm not sure. It might not be worth building.
Night runners.
So we're still in testing phase with those to see if they're worth.
Our tail's yours.
And what else do you get? Yeah, there's mortars. I think they also changed the way that globadiers work a bit, but we're about to find out because we have some here.
Onwards. Hasten, hurry.
Hasten, hurry.
Clan rats.
I don't have the
Skitter, then leap.
dudes are exploding ability.
Boom.
That would be useful, I feel like.
Quick. Agreed. Yes, yes.
Back here. That's why I have things with warp lightning. It's Murph's fault. If they're not, then it's Coot's fault.
Holders. Move.
Reasonable, reasonable.
Faster, Scotty. Council's command.
Some of the rat boys, stab the guns.
Guide us, horned one.
Alright. Let's chuck throwing stars at his leader here, and
At once.
if we can kill his leader, that'd be good.
Skitter.
Obviously.
Very good, master.
Killing the enemy leader, good. That's why people show up to the stream. I only give the most sound tactical advice.
Now, ready, now. Quick, quick. March, scurry, yes. Move, move.
I never
Now,
would have
yes.
known. I would have been oblivious to the fact that destroying the enemy's leadership would be a great thing.
Onwards. Council's
I'm trying to
command.
think. Is there, what else is there unit-wise? I think that's the
Faster, scurry.
major
Good,
stuff.
Good. March, scurry, yes. Move, move.
Otherwise,
Now,
there's just some new
move.
mechanics and stuff.
Crease and a car. Nasty thing.
Which is cool. Like you get like contracts and nonsense. Also, you get so it's not a new unit, but it changes up the way the unit works. The like your gutter runners have actually a lot of armor piercing damage.
Gutter runners.
So that's really nice. Basically, it turns your gutter runner slingers into hand gunners that can like arc their shots.
For the Valentine.
So that's all right.
Place stop. Quick, quick.
So it's that, it basically turns them into a new unit
Yes.
because you can use them a lot differently.
Gutter runners.
Kill him! Kill him! Skaven socks. What?
Under Empire unleashed. Clan rats.
Clan rats.
Gutter runners.
Oh, it's got him dead. Gutter runners are actually worth their price of faction. Gutter runners have always been decent. They just have a lot of other things that are better than them. There's just too much role overlap with the unit, unfortunately.
Breaking up. Squeak, squeak. Gutter runners. Crate and a car. Retreat, retreat.
But now they're even better. Now they're, I mean,
Skitter and leap.
it's hard to say something that's the equivalent of a handgunner that can arc its shots is bad. You know, it's kind of hard to like make that argument, I feel like. Hey, Hounded. Although the Skaven do still have a lot of units that are very good at doing that kind of like destroying people at a range stuff, so.
What? Skitter and leap.
We'll see.
Night runners.
See how it plays out.
Ready, ready.
I need to kill an enemy freaking leader, man.
Straight, straight. Move, move. Faster! Scurry! Hasten! Hurry! Screen! Ricato! Crack!
We're on this way.
Yes! Ready! Ready!
You guys, let's scooch you around that side. Yeah, he didn't die. Just walked out with 100, literally 131 HP. What a guy.
Slayers!
We're gonna try to get around here. See if we can't stab him. Or potentially chuck a couple more things at his face on this side.
Gutter runners!
Gotta run.
Hasten! Hurry! Council's command! Quick! Quick!
Split here. And warp lightning.
Unleash warfare! Back on the ground! Gutter runners! Now, move!
Let's go that way.
Grenadiers! Scalper, go!
Yeah, the globe still do some pretty decent damage.
Gutter runners! Skaven! Yes, yes!
Kill, please.
Gutter runners!
Kill him, please.
Greetanaka! Skizzer, read!
36 HP. Cheesilies. There we go. Finally. Holy fuck.
Gutter runners! Horned rats will!
My gosh.
Get away from these lands. They're all dwarfish.
Oh, warp lightning. Oh, warp lightning.
Grenadiers!
Never enough.
Scalper, go! Gutter runners! Moving!
You guys can charge these guys over here.
Our tails
Run on in on them. Run in on them.
Our tails
Let's group you guys up here.
Agreed! Yes, yes! String the
Bring you back around on these enemy archers.
Great! Yes! Hasten! Hurry!
Anybody that's got stuff to throw left,
Grenadiers!
please commence the throwing. More warp lightning right there. You're drunk and generous.
Skaven, yes, yes! Revive, attack!
Oh, there it is.
You is like a truck bouncer.
Murph, the drunk and generous. Is that your official title, Murph? Thank you for that. Thank you for gifting a sub to Starlight Cake. Once again, showing your fantastic support for the channel and for the community. Ow.
Advance retreat! Scampering! Clan rats! Grenadiers!
Aye, wrench your beard in earth blood.
Councilors, come on!
I mean, we're beating some ass over here, honestly. Like, considering this is just like a... It's just like a half garrison army. And, you know, we're fighting longbeards and shit. This could be going worse. Yeah, we're doing some pretty decent damage. For sure. West. No, I'm central. I am central. Warp lightning, go! Nice, good zaps. Good zaps. Second those Rangers just show up, though, we're gonna die. Just gotta try to clear as many enemy units as we can before that happens.
Where the things? Retreat! Retreat!
Go.
Warlock and near!
These Longbeards as well. Those Dwarf Warriors.
What?
West, I miss out so much. Usually when you start, the stream is incredibly late for us, so I'm already headed to bed. Yeah, I mean, it is incredibly late in general when I start the stream, so that's understandable. How many kills these guys get? 93? Ah, there we go. There's army losses kicking in.
Out of my way!
Good for a garrison. Good for a garrison. Killed a couple of units, beat up a bunch of guys. Obviously, these guys did the heavy lifting, killed his leader. Yeah, we got rid of, that makes it worth it in its own right. We killed a group of Longbeards, miners or whatever, but we got a unit of Longbeards killed. That's a pretty big deal. Fortunately, we weren't able to take out any of the bolt throwers. Really wish I could catch up more of the streaming during the weekdays. Yeah, it's one of those weird things. It's like, I mean, honestly, there's no real, like, right answer as far as, like, when times to stream are, because everybody's schedules are all over the place. Like, obviously, I want to be able to stream at a time where the most people can watch, but, like, even within, the couple of years where I've been streaming at pretty much the exact same time every night, there are people that have, their schedules have changed in that time and made it so they can't watch. So, I do appreciate you guys showing up when you can, obviously. So, are you streaming because you got the code and want to make the most of it? Wouldn't you usually be playing Dota right now? You friendly streams. So, Bebop is currently doing, he's at Drill right this weekend, so we don't have the whole team for Dota anyway. Because you're right, usually I would be practicing. If I was having the time to do so, obviously. He's always at Drill. You know it. Let's do that. Let's do that. +9 because of military presence. Yeah. We're gonna have to jump back over this wall again. Where's the edge of my territory here? This is still my territory.
Death Master.
Let's untax this province right now. Indeed. I'm in an odd time zone. I'm GMT -3, so I understand it always impacts heavily on my gaming life since most of my friends are from North America. Ah. Yeah, it sucks. How's it going, Inquisition?
Council is disappointed.
Okay, I also got a couple of...
Bring pain, death.
Alright, here, real quick, Murph. Here's the new... I'll show you the... like the new units on the tree or whatever. So you've got these guys, the Poison Wind Mortars. Kind of short range. 250 range. Which is shorter range than a Warplock Jezile. But there's 9 of them in a unit, which is a lot. And they have a Poison Wind ability, which does damage over time. Pretty good. Then you have the Warp Grinders, which can attack walls in melee. Have Vanguard deployment. They got some spells to help them out as well. They have like a damage over time spell, and a hold people in place spell and an AoE around them, essentially. You got Eshin Triads, which are sort of like Storm Vermin with Albeards, only there's less of them. They're more of a specialized infantry unit. You don't want to make a front line out of these guys. You just want to have a couple of them in your front line to reduce the enemy's armor, because they have the Weeping Blade ability, which gives negative 50% armor to everything they hit for 35 seconds. So basically, you just intersperse a couple of these guys in your front line to hit people and drop their armor down to make everything else more effective. But yeah, you don't want to make a front line out of these. They're only 54 units, and they have no armor and very little melee defense for being a pole-style infantry. Is a lot of negative armor? Yeah, I mean, it can be. It depends on how much armor the unit already has, right? If it's got 20 armor, then negative 10 is decent. But if it's got 100 armor, negative 50 is like, whew. And then obviously that changed to the gutter runners. So they have armor piercing damage as opposed to, or they have vastly more armor piercing damage, which kind of makes them a new unit on their own right. And then the death runners also have bonus versus infantry and Weeping Blade, which is, I'm pretty sure that Weeping Blade before. I can't remember if it's as strong though. They may have upped these numbers. I can't remember if it was 50% in the old patch. I suppose I could check, but yeah, so that's pretty much the new units. We do also have some new regiments of the Renown, though. We got the teeth. We've got the Ishka's Triads here. What do they do? Doppelgang. Receives unspottable, creates an image of them. So you can create illusions of a unit. That's fun. And so basically they turn invisible and leave a unit of themselves behind. It's kind of cool. Yeah, yeah. And concealment bombs. You have a pile of Vietnamese food, and you got your ass kicked by the pavement. Nice. Nice. You know what? I'm gonna replace... I can replace the Skaven Slave Slingers with a Rattling Gun team. I feel like that's a decent trade.
Death Master Snake.
Just saying. It's probably alright. How long until my agent comes back? 3 turns? This guy's rating for 200 a turn, but that's alright. Alright, we'll have the speed increase next turn as well. So these guys should be pretty fast, honestly, because we got the 10% here, and then we'll have the 10% from the technology next turn as well. So we're gonna run. We'll run quick, fast. Yes, yes. Okay. I think we're good. Oh my gosh, hiccups. Mr. War, how are you doing? Alright, so they're gonna go with that. Falling.
He will have
Falling on the ice reminds me, I can't remember if I told this story on stream or not, but I'm going to do it again. It's at least been a while if I have. But back when I was dating my wife, like back in the early months of that, I was walking out of a building and we were talking on cell phones. This was back when we had flip phones, you know, back in the year 1. And I'm walking up and I'm talking to her. It's night. I'm not really paying that much attention. And I go around a freaking corner, and there's a slight slope because of the sidewalk, so like slight slopes down into the street. And apparently that was all black ice. So I go, what? Freaking, basically pull a Charlie Brown, smash into the freaking ground, and in the same motion I hang up on my girlfriend. I forget exactly what we were talking about. I just like fucking slammed the phone shut in the middle of a conversation. So I'm like fucking, I like bust my shit. And and immediately she's just like, what the fuck? So I gotta peel myself off the sidewalk and try to call her back in a hasty fashion. Then I died. The end.
Rats are not content.
It all worked out, obviously, but I was both emotionally and physically in pain in a very short span of time. Sorry, I died. Yeah, essentially that's what I said. It's basically what I said. I basically told her that I fell on the ice and she should feel sorry for me. Because it's the worst thing that can happen to a human being. Post-battle loot, casualty punishment raid. Did I look around and see if they were seeing you? No, I was more concerned about the fact that I just hung up on my girlfriend at the time. That was my first thought. Outside of, ouch, this fucking hurts. Let's do that.
Yes, yes. They are weak, yes.
Oh, the grace of sack of potatoes? I sure did. Fell on your way to work? Ah. That sucks. Falling down is always one of those things that you feel like it shouldn't be that big of a deal, but it always, like, destroys you.
No, you failed.
It's like, why is this so terrible? Alright, well, I'll just wait for them to attack. Quick with that, you have to pretend like you're doing exercises. Some calisthenics real quick. How are we doing with our shadowy dealings? This guy is still gone, obviously. Kidnap a clan scryer member. Yeah. We don't want to kidnap a clan pestilence member because that will put us into like -2 food per turn, and I'm not a huge fan of that. Not a huge fan of that. This should give us a lot of food, though. Is he a... Okay, he does have warp lightning, so that kind of sucks for me, but I have warp lightning as well, at least I should. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. 11 turns for that's a problem. 2 turns before we can level that up. Okay, cool. Don't you call them trousers over there? Oh, hi. Alright, so we're gonna do that thing again. Where I'm gonna retreat off this. So we can, attack him with an ambush.
Back.
I think we win anyways. Like if he gets enough movement to chase and fight me. Oh, okay. He's gotta do that shit. All right, never mind. All right, we'll push up and drop an ambush stance, and we'll go after him after that point. Don't stab me, please. I think that these falls hurt our dignity more than our physical forms the most. I mean, our dignity definitely gets injured, but also depends on how crazy the fall is.